and grace. So happy you are here. Today is a yin practice, which is more restorative. It's going to be gentle and slower paced and a little more inward. Yoga, all ecstatic yoga is very inward. But this is even a little more so because we're going to be moving a little slower. So I invite you to begin by feeling that presence of the earth below you, supporting your body. And beginning to breathe into the lower abdomen, the belly breathing. You can hold a hand mudra. I'm in chin. My pointer finger and thumb are gently touching. You can move. Use Aikini. This helps to activate all the meridians in the body, closes all the circuits in the body. And I invite you to go within and simply be the observer, observing your inner universe. I invite you to do that now. Turn that music down just a little. And as you scan your body, just noticing, you can notice the physical sensations in the body. You can notice the energetic sensations, feeling the heart beating and the pulsation of that moving throughout your entire body. There may be some tingling or energy moving or warmth or cool. And then basking in the emotional body. Notice what's going on there. Bringing it on, letting yourself feel it all fully, not pushing anything away. So continue to breathe into your belly. And as you bask in your emotional body and scanning that body, try to avoid the temptation to move back into the intellectual and mental realm, staying right in that emotional felt sense. And sometimes we move out of the felt sense by labeling, entitling, or judging an emotion. And that takes us out of the felt sense. So we want to bask in the full felt sense of all the emotions with no judgment, feeling them all fully. It's just aliveness coming and living and pouring through us. Finding this nice deep connection to the inner being. As you continue to breathe into this belly, and we'll be breathing into the lower belly throughout the practice. Seeing if you can relax the body, physical sensations, pratyahara, those inner sensations, even the emotional. See if you can relax into it, allowing those bodies, physical body, that prana body, energy body, and that emotional body, to find some stillness and peace throughout this practice. It's a gentle practice. And taking this moment now to set an intention for yourself. That could be any intention possible, but stating it into your conscious and subconscious, superconscious mind as a positive and as present moment. I have the relationship with my dreams now. I have the career of my dreams now. And I invite you to set that intention into your fertile consciousness now. Coming back, and let's move gently into some neck rolls. So bringing that neck forward and very gently bringing that neck into some nice gentle circles, going slow enough so you can be fully present to the sensation. And if there's any little spots that need a little extra attention, you can simply massage, finding your pace, breathing into the belly, fully present to your body. Bask deeply in your own experience of your body, your sensations. This is your opportunity to be with yourself. And let's go the other direction. Keeping that breath flowing in the belly. And as you're moving your neck around, like some people that do this at the kitchen tables while they eat their kids' breakfast, that's okay. Send your heart love, send your whole being love. Saying I love you. And coming back to center, bringing the head up. And let's loosen up this jaw. You can massage this TMJ here, just moving. Waking up the face. You can even give your face some little taps. And down to your chest, just gentle little taps. Tapping down the arms. Up and down the arms. Just waking the body up a little bit. The legs. This is ecstatic yoga, sacred embodiment. Meaning that divine awareness that flows through us all, fully present into the physical body, the physical temple. And so let's move into some pelvic circles as we move upper torso. Nice circles around the pelvis. Breathing into the belly and basking in those sensations. What's going on inside your body. Alert awareness. Keeping the breath flowing. And go in the other direction. If thinking and thoughts and to-do lists come into your mind, simply let them go and move back into noticing sensation and being fully present to what's going on in your body. This is your time on the mat with your body, keeping the breath flowing. I think we went both ways, but let's go the other direction. Switched. And a couple more circles, whichever direction you want to go, and allow the head to kind of move in with it. Very gently. And then finishing up so that you're hinging forward and allowing the head to drop. And then just some gentle movements with the head. Do some yes, no's, very slow and very gentle. Basking in those sensations. Keeping the breath flowing. And gently coming back up. Beautiful job. So we're going to move into a child's pose to begin with. So knees are a little wider so that as you come back, you can allow the belly to just rest inside between your legs. The arms can either be stretched out in front or they can be alongside. And taking a couple breaths here, really connecting with your inner heart. And then coming up, bringing the hands down onto the mat in front of you. We're going to move into a nice, gentle up dog. So we're going to hinge the body forward. You can bring the knees a little closer together and back a little bit, and then bringing the chest and the heart and the head up. And then hinging back. And then hinging forward. So moving at your own pace, back and forth from up dog to child's pose. Finding your rhythm. Up dog, shoulders are back and down, heart is open. Child's pose, simply relaxed. Finding your pace, finding your rhythm. And coming up so you're in a table. So the knees are under the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. And let's move into a nice gentle cat-cow here. We're going to inhale into our cow as we open the chest, lift the head, heart is wide open, back is arched, tail is sticking up. And then we're going to move in, and we're in an extension of the spine. And then we're going to move into cat. We're going to tuck the tailbone under, round the back, drop the head, exhaling into our cat, looking in towards our thighs or our belly, or maybe our eyes are closed. And flowing back and forth into your cat-cow flexion and extension of the spine. At your own pace, your own rhythm, all your focused attention on the sensations and movements of the body, physically, energetically, emotionally. Keeping the breath flowing. You want to begin to add some spontaneous movements to your cat-cow flow. I invite you to do that. Sometimes when I come back into the cat, I like to circle those hips. That's so good. In both directions. Keeping that breath flowing. If you know Ujjayi breath, you can use Ujjayi breath to bring you even more inward. Back and forth at your own pace, creating your own little spontaneous movements. Having fun in your body, enjoying being fully present in the body. And then finishing up back into your child's pose. You can open those knees up again a little more. Just resting into your child's pose and letting everything go and taking a few breaths here, really connecting inward to your own heart, your own inner being. If thoughts come, just dismiss them. Tell them you'll be back later. We are practicing the felt sense right now. And we're gently and kindly coming up. Good job. And let's move into Baddha Konasana for a minute. Let's bring our feet together. Wrap those hands around the feet. You can open them up a little bit like a book. And then you can take these beautiful legs and knees and press them down towards the earth. And And as the legs press down towards the earth, you can feel the spine lengthening. Doing that nice lengthening of the spine. This is a moment where you can engage those bandhas. So our bandhas, there's 3 bandhas. All 3 are mala bandha, but they're Mula bandha is our pelvic floor. So when we engage that pelvic floor gently and feel a lifting up. Uddiyana bandha, we gently engage the abdomen and feel that upward motion again. Jarandala bandha, the chin comes in just a little bit and the tongue rests on the roof of the mouth. And as you hold these 3 bandhas, it seals in the energy in your body. They're called energy locks. And as you breathe and bring in that prana and life force, these energy locks don't allow that prana to leak out, so the energy can build and intensify for better health and well-being and vitality. Inhaling. And then let's exhale as we hinge forward at the hips. Just the hips are moving, the spine is straight. Feeling that nice hip opener. Engaging those bandhas, and let's take a few breaths right here at your edge. And gently and kindly coming up. Let's flap those angel wings, these butterfly wings, flapping those knees, finding a nice pace for yourself. Just enjoying that release. And slowing down to a nice stop. We're going to come onto our back, so just going to gently come down onto our back. And let's bring those knees into the chest and rock back and forth. And as we hug the knees to the chest, just giving yourself a loving, energetic hug. Maybe acknowledging yourself for your goodness, for how hard you try, your good intentions, your love that you share out into the world. Anything, little or big, acknowledging and just sending that love into your own heart. And let's keep that right knee in towards the chest, but we're going to take it out wide so it's coming in towards the right armpit. And let's take the left leg out straight. And we're going to feel that left leg is pressing down towards the earth. And the right knee is coming in towards the right armpit. So 2 simultaneous lines of energy. And let's engage those bandhas, breathe into the belly, and bring in the prana and life force. Fully present to sensation. Fully present to your own heart. Beautiful. And then release that knee a little bit. We're going to keep it in front. We're going to bend that left leg. And we're going to take that right ankle and bring it right up onto the left knee. And we're going to lift that left leg up, wrapping the hands behind the knee, right on that hamstring, pulling that left leg in towards the body. And feeling that nice hip opener on the right side. Find your gentle edge. We never force or strive or push in yoga. We allow the body to open gently. Engage those bandhas and breathe. Couple more breaths. And gently releasing that left leg. And we're going to take that right leg and bring that straight out. And we're going to bring the left knee in towards the armpit, the left arm put. And we're going to feel knees to chest. So we're going to feel this left knee coming in towards the armpit, and the right leg is going to be pressing into the earth. So those opposite lines of energy simultaneously. Engage those bandhas, and let's bring in the prana with the breath into the belly. Basking in sensation. Couple more breaths. Beautiful. Releasing that knee just a little bit. Bringing that right knee up, right foot on the mat. Taking the left ankle to rest on the right leg. Bringing the right leg up. Bringing your hands behind the right leg and pulling that gently into the body. Finding your gentle edge. We never force. We're going to find that little bit of effort. So feel that left hip opening now. And engage those bandhas and breathe and bask in sensation. Fully present with yourself on an energetic level. Fully present to your own heart, basking in the nectar. And gently, well, a couple more breaths. And gently releasing that right leg. And let's bring those feet together in a Supta Baddha Konasana, supine butterfly. Feet are together, knees are out, and just tuck those feet in towards the body, finding that edge, that nice hip opener on both hips. Engage those bandhas and let's bring in the breath and the prana. Fully focused. Single focus on the sensations in the body. Couple more breaths, fully present to yourself, your body temple. And releasing the legs. And let's bring both legs up. And let's bring the hands behind the legs. You can either be here on your hamstrings, just below the knee, above the knees, or you can be on the calves, below the knees. And bringing those legs in towards your body. Just feeling a gentle stretch, resting on that edge, playing that edge, not forcing, but putting forth some effort so we can gently open the bodies. And breathing into the belly, fully present to all aspects of your being. And let's bring the hands out to the outer edges of the feet and take those legs wide. Engage those bandhas, bring in the breath, and bask in the nectar, fully present. Fully present to the self, the physical body, the energy body, the emotional body. And let's bend those knees and bring those knees to line up with the armpits. And then let's press those feet down in towards the armpit into baby. Making sure that lumbar spine, that small of your back, is resting on the earth. Engage the bandhas and let's breathe. Allowing your energy to expand into your etheric energy body. Find yourself expanding. Every breath. Basking in sensation. And releasing those feet. And we're going to move into a nice supine spinal twist. So we're going to take that left leg straight out. The right knee is bent, right foot is flat on the floor. And then we're going to come up onto this left hip, just about an inch. Protect that lower lumbar spine. And bringing that right knee up and over. Left hand on the right knee as it gently guides it over. Find your edge. And you can extend that right arm out 90 degrees. And turning the head so it's gazing out over the right fingertips. We're putting a nice twist in the cervical, the thoracic, and the lumbar spine. Bringing energy flow into the spinal column. All those vertebrae, discs. Keeps the spine alive and healthy and subtle. Supple. And engage those bandhas gently and then bring in the prana and life force. Couple more breaths. Fully present. And gently releasing that right leg, coming back onto your back. Coming back to center. We're going to straighten that right leg out. Left knee is bent, left foot is on the mat. And we're going to come up an inch onto that right side. Left knee is going to bend and come over to the right. Right hand is going to guide the left knee over. And left arm is going to extend it out. And we're going to turn our head to gaze out over those left fingertips. This is very detoxifying for the organs as well because we're wringing our body like this. So we're squeezing out, like if you had a rag, you squeeze out all that water, unnecessary water. So we're squeezing out toxins out of the organs. It's very detoxifying. Engaging those bandhas. Diving inward. Bringing the breath into the belly. And bask in sensation into your own presence. Couple more breaths, resting in sensation. If thinking arise, just let it go and move your awareness back into the sensations, physical, energetic, emotional sensations. Bring your awareness to yourself. And releasing that left leg. Beautiful job. Coming back to center, and we're going to move into a supported bridge. So if you have a little cushion or a block, cushion like this works good. We're just going to bring it gently lay down onto our backs again, onto your back, and press into the feet and lift those hips and that pelvis up. And you're going to be placing the block right on that sacrum. You can either rest your hands alongside of you or on your belly in a nice supportive bridge. You can actually take your feet a little wider in this bridge and drop those knees so they can rest in together. A nice restorative, gentle back bend. Breathing into the belly and bringing the energy and awareness inward. Just as we engage those bandhas to seal the energy into our body so it doesn't leak out, we're also using our conscious awareness to bring the energy and the focus inward to sensations, emotions, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, rather than allowing it to leak out into external, past, future, mental events. So we're being fully present with our consciousness so that we don't leak energy out, bringing all the awareness in towards ourselves to restore and rejuvenate our own inner being. Couple more breaths. And on your next inhale, pressing into the feet, you can bring them closer together again, lifting those hips and removing your block or your cushion. Some people even just used a rolled up towel. And let's bring those knees into the chest. And again, hugging the body, let's roll around a little bit. And sending our own self love through our own heart. Sending that love and appreciation and acknowledgement into yourself. Revitalizing the inner being. So instead of acknowledging people outside of us, bringing our attention outside, even if it's into social media or a television show, we're bringing all that attention into our own self. Releasing those legs, we're going to move into one more pose. We're going to move into fish, another gentle back bend. We're using a back bend in the upper thoracic. And so we're going to lie flat on our back, palms are down on the mat, facing down towards the earth. And we're going to bring that hands underneath the buttocks, and then bring those elbows in to tuck in towards the body. So the arms are tucked nice close in towards the body. You can allow the feet to either gently touch or be close together. And we're going to press into those elbows as we lift up the upper chest, and then allow that head to very slowly and gently drop. And then coming down gently onto the crown of your head, very gentle. And then taking a few breaths here with an open heart. One more breath here. Wide open heart. And then your next inhale, pressing into the elbows, straightening out that neck and head, and gently and slowly coming down. So you're flat on your back, and let's release those hands from underneath your buttocks. Let's bring the knees up, feet are flat on the mat. Feet are about hip width apart. We're going to move into our releases. So our first release is hula. So if you put your hands on your hips, you can feel your hips are here. We're more on our pelvic here, but we're just hold their hands right on either side. And we're going to feel them swivel. So right now, my right hip is coming down towards my right heel. My left hip is coming up towards my right armpit. Sacrum and back are flat on the floor. Just resting, and then I'm going to swivel. So now the left hip is going down towards the left heel, and the right hip is coming up towards the right armpit. Feeling a nice hula swivel of the hips. Finding your pace. Nice, slow, gentle movements, fully present to the sensations, the vibrations. Simple movements. Keeping the breath flowing. And coming back to center. And now we're going to move into hip pointers. So the hip that points up, that butt cheek will lift up off the mat. The other butt cheek is going to stay rooted into the earth. So I'm going to take that left hip and point it up towards the sky, and allowing this left butt cheek to lift up off the earth a little bit. Right butt cheek is rooted into the earth as my foundation. Releasing and going to the other side. Pointing that right hip up towards the sky. And at your own pace, gently moving into hip pointers from side to side. Keeping that breath flowing and basking in those sensations, in that beautiful nectar. Fully present to your physical, energetic and emotional being. Bringing your energy and focus and awareness into yourself. One more time on each side. Coming back to center. Let's move into cat-cow on the mat. As you move into your cat, you're going to press the small of the back, that lumbar spine into the earth, tucking the tailbone under, feeling that flexion. And when we go into our cow, supine cat-cow, we're going to feel that lumbar spine, that small of the back arch up off the mat. Your back may still be on the mat, but that spine is arching up off the mat. Tailbone is pointing in towards the earth. Extension of the spine. Moving back and forth at your own pace in this gentle release. Keeping the breath flowing, fully present to the body temple. You want to add a little spontaneous movement. You can do that. You come in gently back to center. A couple more releases. We're going to walk those feet. Knees are up, out to the wide edges of the mat. And let's drop one knee at a time in towards the center. Noticing the beautiful sensations. Nice, slow, repetitive movements as we bask in the nectar. Keeping the breath flowing. Fully here now. Really present to your body, the sensations. A couple more times, more time on each side. Keeping that breath flowing, fully present to your body, sensations, emotion. Your energy coming in towards yourself. Restorative. And coming back to center, walking those feet back together. And we're going to drop both knees over to one side or the other. Lifting that top knee up and start bringing it gently over to the other side, allowing the lower leg to follow until both knees are over onto the other side, stacked. Lifting that top knee gently, coming over to the other side, letting that bottom leg follow. And continuing this at your own pace. Nice, slow, relaxed movements. Keeping the breath flowing and the intention inward. Inward to sensation. Stay in that felt sense. Avoid that temptation to go into the thought, thinking, intellectual processes. One more time on each side. And then bringing the legs back up to center, and let's tuck those knees into the chest and roll around a little bit. Release and relaxing all tension in that lower back. Hugging ourselves, bringing that love, that acknowledgement, that compassion into our own heart, acknowledging our own self, the magnificent beings that we are. And relaxing those legs out straight, resting on your back. And the other option is to go into our Savasana with legs up the wall. So you can come up alongside the wall and bring those legs up the wall. And we will rest into a short Savasana, basking in your own being, in the silent stillness. Basking in your own inner guru. Beginning to bring some breath into the belly, coming back. Wiggling the fingers and toes, maybe stretching out. And coming over to your side, either side, relaxing for a breath here. Gently coming up to a seated position. Sitting up and taking this moment to scan your inner being. Dive inside. Notice the spaciousness. Notice any shifts or changes or differences from when you checked in at the beginning of practice. Checking in on the physical, the energetic, and emotional beings and bodies. The Annamaya, the Pranamaya, and the Manamaya koshas. Taking a moment to acknowledge your own heart. Acknowledging that source is within you, of all aliveness and vitality, wisdom, love, security. True wealth is within. The natural process is that it just simply manifests without as that inner extends out. And bringing yourself back to that intention you set at the beginning of practice. Fertilizing, bringing some sunlight to help that sprout of an intention to grow and manifest. Feeling the earth below you, feeling a deep connection to your own heart. You can bring your hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra, acknowledging yourself for being on the mat this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever time it is for you. We'll end with Namaste prayer. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of light, of truth, and of peace. When I am in that place in me, and you are in that place in you, we are one. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for Ecstatic Yoga. We'll be back for a mindfulness meditation. Wishing you a beautiful and blessed day.